Franklin walked into the gym.
And I just wanted to get my mind off that situation that happened.
Coach Womack called a timeout to give his players a chance to hug their grieving teammate, and fans came down from the stands to do the same. Then the coach had a question.
He asked me what I was going to do. I was like, I want to play. I'm like, for real? It's like, yeah.
Next thing I know, he's sprinting off the bench and ran towards the locker room to get dressed.
It wasn't too long after that, he came out dressed in uniform and was sitting on their bench and ready to play.
But there was a problem. Jontel's name wasn't on the roster in the scorebook because nobody expected him to play. Putting him in the game was a technical foul, and that meant DeKalb would get 2 free throws.
I felt like that was almost, piling it on to Jontel and his teammates. It's not, it's not their fault that that's the situation that they were put in.
So for several minutes, Dave Roman tried to get the referees to ignore the rules because of the extenuating circumstances.
Coach Roman said, no, we're not taking the technical fouls. Let's just play.
He was arguing back and forth with the ref. The ref said, well, hey, that's the rules.
Insisting they were doing what they had to do, the officials enforced the technical. So DeKalb did what they felt they had to do. Coach Roman gathered his team.
He asked who wanted to shoot the free throws, and I'll quickly raise my hand.
The rule is everybody has to stand behind half court while you shoot those free throws, so he's going to be out there by himself. And I knew he was on the same page as I was.
After a quick discussion with the coach, Darius McNeil went to the free throw line.
I took my normal routine, just spin the ball and catch it, and I just shot it regular, but I just airballed it really bad.
You airballed it?
Yeah.
McNeil didn't even come close to making the first free throw. He missed it on purpose.
That's when Coach Womack got his kids up off the bench, and they turned toward us and started applauding us.
Then he did the same with the second free throw. And that's when the fans joined the Knights to give DeKalb a standing ovation.
I was thankful that he did that, because most teams wouldn't have probably did that.
To think about Jontel first, I just, I've heard about it in stories or something like that, but I've never seen or been a part of it in real life. It just caught me. It did something to my heart.
After those missed free throws, Jontel and Milwaukee Madison pulled away and won the game 62-47. But DeKalb had no regrets.
I felt good inside. I felt that I did the right thing.
A few days later, the Knights coach wrote a letter to DeKalb's hometown paper, the Daily Chronicle, to express his gratitude.
Those coaches over there are not just teaching about basketball, they're teaching about life.
We get online comments on stories, and it just started as a few, but by a couple days after that, we were talking about hundreds of comments on there.
Soon after, the story was picked up by the Milwaukee paper, then the national media, and then it was making news all over the world.
People started to become really proud that they were from DeKalb out of this.
And Coach Roman started posting the emails all over the school.
That was probably the most gratifying thing that we read over and over and over. This is what sports is supposed to be about.
On the wings of all this love, DeKalb went on to tie for their conference championship.
It just brought us closer, and we started playing together as a team.
But all these months later, for the people who were there that night in Milwaukee, it's not the wins and losses that they'll remember about the 2009 season.
It's a really tough thing, basketball player losing his mother, but to be able to turn it into a positive thing is what really has made this story grab hold of people.
It's not really me scoring a lot of points or me giving a lot of assists, but it shows me being a good person for what I did.
Thinking about the love that everybody showed me that day, and that team, did that at that moment in that critical situation. Because if he could have made them free throws, they could have probably ended up winning the game.
It's been said that winning isn't everything, it's the only thing. Unless, of course, there's an opportunity to do the right thing.
What would they say after the ball stopped bouncing? Because your life lasts a lot longer than your athletic life. So what would they say about you when your sports life ends?
Coach Womack said it best in his letter. He said, if my son can't play, here in Milwaukee, we'd like to sign him up and be a Barb. That's a pretty good compliment, I think.
We welcome and congratulate and salute the entire DeKalb High School basketball team
They are all here tonight with their families. Leading them on stage, Coach Dave Rollman and Darius McNeil.
Grab that cell phone and vote for your favorite sportsmanship story. Text VOTE to 83228. An Olympic track champion and a World Series pitcher show us the real definition of winning up next on the AT&T National Sportsmanship Awards.
If you buy the renegade idea that investing should be discussed face to face, not just inbox to inbox,
if you believe that your relationship with your investments shouldn't be long distance,
if you hold the wild-eyed theory that nest eggs, like children, should never be left with strangers,
join the nearly 7 million investors who think like you do. FaceTime and Think Time make a difference.
join us.
At Edward Jones, it's how we make sense of investing.
To the men and women of the United States Armed Forces, the USO is home. The USO depends on the generosity of the American people. To find out how you can help, visit us at uso.org.
Be a fan of courage.
Be a fan of dignity. Be a fan of pride.
Be a fan of confidence.
Be a fan of fun.
Be a fan of Special Olympics. To support some of the most inspiring athletes you'll ever see, please visit SpecialOlympics.org, where you can volunteer, support, coach, or sign up to compete.
I'm a fan. Be a fan, too.
The AT&T National Sportsmanship Awards salutes U.S. Olympian Shawn Crawford, who gave up his silver medal from the 2008 Olympic Games. Crawford gave it to Netherlands Antilles sprinter Chirandi Martina, who finished second in the 200 meters, but was later disqualified for running out of his lane.
Now, we've heard a lot of crazy stories tonight, but giving up a medal, why was that important for you to do, Shawn?
Because as an athlete, especially an Olympic athlete, I know we all have to wait 4 years for every Olympics to come around, and to know that someone was disqualified just for stepping on the line when he clearly finished second place in a race, it was just, it hurt me to accept that medal, so I felt like he ran a second place race and he deserved the second place medal.
And what was his reaction?
He was pretty surprised. He couldn't believe that I had done it, that I'd done that himself, but he was very thankful for it.
And we honor the New York Yankees, who brought joy and hope to children from Camp Sundown, a special retreat for kids with a rare genetic disorder called XP, who must avoid the slightest exposure to UV rays.
And the right-hander deals.
The kids not only took in a night game in a party suite, they played wiffle ball with Yankee players. At 3:15 in the morning, pitcher A.J. Burnett had to practically be forced to leave.
I guess you're having a pretty good off season, huh?
I am having a good off season, yeah. World champs. So, thank you. You know, I had a rough game 5. Probably all you in here know that. But you go home and I have 2 boys myself. They're 8 and 5, and I hook them in, and I just think, you know what? There's so many things out there way worse than not getting out of the third inning of Game 5. So,
but you know, here it was 3 o'clock in the morning, and we saw the video. You're out there playing with those kids from Camp Sundown. How come?
I couldn't imagine not taking my boys to the park. You know, I never heard of XP before. Jason brought it to my attention, and the fact that I could be a part of somebody's memories to come to Yankee Stadium for the first time and hang out and take me deep. They took me deep about 10, 15 times, which I'm getting used to that lately. We'll work on that a little bit. But they were just, they were the highlight of the night. We had a 2-hour rain delay. We were all tired, and it was full of energy as soon as we got out there.
And when you win an award like this, with all the other awards you can win in baseball, what does this mean to you?
It means more than the other ones. You know, like I said, it don't matter how bad a day you're having, somebody out there is having one worse. And if you can make any kind of difference possible, then you need to do that.
Congratulations, and thanks for being here. Appreciate it. To see this and all of the stories celebrated at the 2009 AT&T National Sportsmanship Awards, visit att.net/sportsmanship.
Electricity has no shelf life. It can't be packaged up and stored away for later. That's why power is made constantly to meet the growing demand. Luckily, one resource can reverse the trend. Efficiency. It's the new fuel, and it starts with you.
When your touchscreen runs on AT&T, the nation's fastest 3G network, the difference can be dramatic. Buy any exclusive Samsung touchscreen after mail-in rebate and get one free after mail-in rebate. Only from AT&T.
Maryville University is one of the next grade universities in the United States.
I tried the other energy drinks, and what made me switch was the size of the drinks kept getting bigger and bigger. I just wanted energy. I didn't want to get bloated. The 2 ounces of 5-Hour Energy really does make a difference. With the other energy drinks, it was kind of a sugar high. I felt on edge, and that's not what I'm looking for before I go on a mountain bike ride or a run or a swim, and I never felt that with 5-Hour Energy. It gave me a boost, and the boost lasted, and I never crashed. It gives you that sense of alertness. Nothing works like 5-Hour Energy.
Welcome to Progressive.com.
Yes, I need some insurance for my vehicle.
Great. We insure all sorts of vehicles. You also get concierge claim service, 24/7 live support, and pet injury coverage. Oh, are those real antlers?
I mean,
I like cashmere socks.
Giving you the gift of savings. Now that's Progressive. Call or click today.
The 2009 AT&T National Sportsmanship Awards are brought to you by AT&T, your world delivered. Maryville University of St. Louis, where athletes grow academically and athletically by competing throughout the Midwest in the Great Lakes Valley Conference. And American Airlines, we know why you fly. 250 cities, 40 countries. During this broadcast, you've watched incredible stories of sportsmanship. You saw how a college soccer team got a second chance after the fire. It was a matter of fate as an entire high school community rallied around a football team with few fans. A champion's choice showed how one team set aside a devastating loss on the basketball court to help a competing squad make it to a championship. And it was triumph over tragedy when a basketball player showed amazing selflessness to support an opponent who just lost his mother to cancer. Now it's time to vote for your favorite. It's simple, just text VOTE to 83228 to participate in the fan poll for the most inspiring act of sportsmanship seen during the AT&T National Sportsmanship Awards. You can check out the results of the fan poll online at att.net/sportsmanship. This text messaging contest is provided by AT&T, and standard text rates apply.
Ladies and gentlemen, with all of our honorees on stage now, let's recognize one more time the 2009 AT&T National Sportsmanship Award recipients. Congratulations to you all. And there you have it. On behalf of the Citizenship Through Sports Alliance and the St. Louis Sports Commission, thanks for joining us for the AT&T National Sportsmanship Awards, and good night from the Chase Park Plaza in St. Louis. Thank you, everybody. Congratulations.